What's up, guys? We're going to discuss some new things that I found in the fishing world on this episode of Hack the Fish. Alright, guys, I've been looking for some new stuff. Every fisherman is looking for some new stuff to make things easier or better for them to fish, so they don't have to waste as much time doing stuff and they can get to where they're catching fish. Well, I was at the Bass Pro Shop, I guess it's about a month ago, and I seen these rod props. Now, the thing I hated about the Eagle Claw rod props was they had a little button right here that you push and it goes up and down. You couldn't take it apart. And eventually stuff got down in there and nothing moved, or you broke a piece of plastic off trying to push it in the ground, or you broke the plastic's bottom off trying to get it in the ground. Alright, with these at Bass Pro Shop, these come apart, and then you can put the cap back on and you can push it in the ground a lot easier than try to push on these pieces of plastic. Another thing that I like about these is the tip is not plastic. The tip is stainless steel, and they are really sharp. So if you put this in a bag, please watch out, because if you're got a tackle backpack and you accidentally fall, this could go in your back. It's that sharp. It could go through your backpack and it could go in your back. Alright, putting this back together, there is one other critical thing that I like about these, and it's where your rod sits on top of the tree right here. With the Eagle Claws, it's just a flat base that goes all the way like this. With these at the Bass Pro Shop, let me see if I can get this in there. There's a groove right there for your line, so your line's free to go when you have a bait clicker or something like that. There's no resistance right here, and I think that's pretty neat. And they're $2.99, same price as the Eagle Claws. They extend quite a bit. I'd say they extend over 2 foot and can hold your rod up. Alright, moving on, I got me 3 of these because, like I said, my wife's going to be going with me, so she needs some rod props also. Me, I'll probably take a couple of walkers I got in the building, prop them up. She don't want to use no walker. It's convenient for me. Now, on a round, I have a problem with my marabous every year getting thrown all over my tackle box, and it can be really frustrating, especially if you're at some place where there's a lot of people catching skipjack. Somebody could kick your box over and you lose a lot of stuff. Well, I found this little bag on towards the bays at Bass Pro, and I said, well, that'd be a neat thing to put my marabou jigs in. I've got all my marabou jigs in here. Instead of taking a lot of space up in the tackle box, and they're sealed. Now, when you seal these, has anybody ever seen the packets that's in the bottom of pill bottles and stuff that says "do not eat"? That's because that little packet keeps the moisture out of that bottle so the pills don't deteriorate. You can take those little packets and put them in with these marabous, and it will keep your hoods from rusting. And the only reason I say that is because these feathers on these marabou jigs will hold a lot of moisture. This will keep you from having to buy more jigs, and it will also keep your jigs from rusting and breaking. Just a little tip. Now, this is more convenient for me just because I can look through it and I can see what colors I got and everything. And if I just want to take these with me, all I gotta do is just put it in my back pocket. If there's a long ways I gotta walk or anything like that, I can just put these in my back pocket, grab the cooler, rod, and go. Now, speaking of the marabou jigs, when skipjack come around, I found a better marabou than most of these crappy marabou jigs, because these skipjack can bend these gold hooks. These little gold hooks right here, they're easily bent on 2 or 3 pound skipjack. Now, Bass Pro Shop has a company that's tied marabou jigs since the 80s. And it's called Kaylin Jigs. And these marabous are hand tied, and they have eagle claw hooks in the lead heads, which is a better quality hook, a little stronger. So I know the crappy jigs are cheaper, but would you rather spend on cheaper, have a bent hook, and spend most of your time bending the hook back, or having to ease your skipjack in, or would you rather use a quality hook and be able to horse some skipjack a little more and catch more? Now, in my area, these jigs run about $3.99 a pack, and you only get about 5 in them. But like I said, these with the hooks are better quality hooks, and they're going to do better. Now, moving on. I wanted a better rod this year. I mean, we're fishermen. If we've got an addiction in it at all, it's going to be on a rod and reel or fishing stuff. And there's not a fisherman out there that they can't say they only have, let's say, 5 rods in their building. I've got about, just to take a wild guess, I've got about 35 rods in the building. But I had to have these 2 for skipjack fishing. And one I want to talk about is the Ozark Trail grit stick. And this is seems like sturdy rod. Even though the eyes they got the inserts in it and everything. You can get this whole combo and it is 6x6, handles 8 to 15 pound test line, and it's medium action with the reel. You can get this whole setup at Walmart for around 19-20 bucks. And to me, it resembles an ugly stick combo a lot. It's even got how ugly sticks usually have the white tip. These have an orange tip on them. But I liked it. Felt like an ugly stick, so ugly stick combo was $39.99. This was $19.99. Thought I'd give it a shot. Give a review on it. I like how it feels. The reel is 5-to-1 gear ratio, and it has 3+1 ball bearings. Just seemed like a pretty good deal. Now, I went to Rural King. Now, the grit stick's 6x6. And I found this Daiwa shock. It is 7 foot. Feels like a little bit better quality rod. And it is also a medium. 6 to 14 pound line. And 1/4 ounce to an ounce on the lure weight. Now, the reason I like keeping about an ounce or over on my skipjack rigs is because we're tying usually 3 or 4 lead heads on them. Now, in my lead head setup, I'm running, even though this is 12 pound, I'm running 25 pound on this leader line. And the only reason I'm running this 25 pound is because when you're throwing 3 lures like this, a stiffer line is going to keep you from getting tangled up and can provide you with more fish. Just easier to cast. You do a heavy lead head bottom, a smaller one, and then a smaller one up top. This heavier lead head, no matter where it's a marabou or if it's just a lead head, is going to keep your lures in line when you cast it. Without it getting messed up, it just provides you more fish. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that bell, and every time I get a video, it will let you know so you can watch it. If you want to subscribe, hit the Hack the Fish symbol down at the bottom, and it will let you subscribe that way. If not, go back to the main screen and hit subscribe on there. Hopefully spring will be running around soon. We'll get my wife out, try to get some video doing some fishing. Until again, this is Hack the Fish, and I am out.